Foxconn is a Taiwanese multinational electronics contract manufacturing company with its headquarters in Taiwan. Most of the products of Apple are made at some different factories around China, but for a long time, because they became the top-rated items within the world, they were largely produced at Foxconn. Foxconn factory is located just outside Shenzhen with an area of around 1.4 square mile. Foxconn is a Chinese electronics producer that Apple employs to create few of its parts. Foxconn is the single largest employer in mainland China with a workforce of 1.3 million people, of which at least 300,000 people assemble iPhones. This sprawling manufacturing plant used to have domestic an estimated 450,000 laborers. Nowadays, that the number is deducted to be more little, but it remains one of the greatest such operations within the world. It is the largest electronics company in the world, but there has been concern over the working practices that it uses. On the off chance that you know of Foxconn, there is a great chance it is, since you have listened of the suicides. So what is the real issue here? Is everything alright at the Foxconn, or are there any real issues? Let's see. Here is the breakdown of iPhone 4 price. As the pie chart shows, Apple charges the least amount for assembly sector, which means the assembly line workers are not paid a lot. The workers are required to do the same work every day for long hours. Foxconn is infamous for a huge number of suicides and suicide attempts. In 2010, there were almost 18 reported suicide attempts and 14 confirmed deaths linked to the company. In 2012, a gather of 150 laborers challenged against working conditions by standing on the roof of a building and debilitating to commit suicide. And in 2017, same happened because of unpaid wages. There have been several protests about working conditions and pay rises, but all of them went in vain. The working conditions, pay rates, living conditions, and working hours still stayed the same. In February 2012, Apple declared that it would be the principal innovation organization to join the Fair Work Association as a joint endeavor. After the strikes, a Foxconn representative said that the welfare of our workers is our best need and we are committed to guaranteeing that all workers are treated fairly. In an attempt to solve the problems, the CEO of Foxconn erected safety nets around the Shenzhen factory to prevent suicides. Even Apple supported anti-suicide nets, which were put up around the dormitory buildings on the advice of psychologists, so workers cannot die if they jump down the buildings. Directors at the industrial facilities requested new staff to sign vows that they would not endeavor to kill themselves, and they were made to guarantee that on the off chance that they did, their families would as it looked for the legitimate least in harms. To conclude, the face of the Foxconn was revealed, which caused 16 deaths, 13 slaughtered individuals, and maltreatment of underage workers. Long working hours, punishment, fines, relatively low pay caused the reasons behind inevitable issues. Foxconn has really decided to ignore all the issues except for suicide. However, it was not the best way to combat the issue. The recommendation for these issues would be pay rise, job rotation, promote communication and increase breaks, and allow more family time. Thank you.